If collecting is your love,
I want more.
every day.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 SIG Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Doug! It's the Captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting is your love,
I want more.
every day.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Before you get excited, that's a tail. The turtles had tails. Yeah, that's a tail. Thank you for pointing that it is a tail. That's a tail. The original turtles had tails. DCD Collects proudly presents signed, certified, and delivered. Each envelope has one 9.8 SIG Series comic book graded by CGC. These are hand-picked for you. 7 out of 10, my lord. It could take 6 months of being constipated before they die from the buildup. Not just any Iron Man. The Iron Man that saved us all.
In the box!
Doug! It's the Captain!
And I gotta say, that shield was pretty fun to paint too. It's chunky.
It is chunky.
Chunky with the oil paint.
Yeah.
Call on me and collect with DCD. If collecting is your love
I want more.
every day.
That's not true. He likes me because I'm loud and a brat and he can make me shut up later. Oh, I wish I didn't say that out loud.
The hits just keep on coming.
Stream so that I have a good looking head. When you say website, I don't think action figures. Thomas! Thomas! You and I need to have a conversation. You and I need to have a conversation because on the back is numero uno. I love this book. I love it.
Always said life was like a box of chocolate.
Oh, hey there, hosers. What's going on, everyone? Oh, what's up, Sapphoros? Don, Money Mitch, Don, the Sabres man in Ottawa. What a battle going on right now. Last I saw was 1-1. If the Sabres get a point out of this, they get a
Beetlejuice.
punch their ticket to the playoffs.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
Thanks for the sub, Don. Appreciate you, buddy. Goes towards my dinner. Thank you. There's one thing that I love in life other than family and friends. It's food. Yeah, good game. I tell you, man, Brady Tkachuk is such a dirty scumbag of a player. I don't know how you let him on the Olympics because he does not embody the spirit of the Olympics. Even if he played for the Sabres, I would tell you he's a scumbag. So, Brady Tkachuk, I know you're going to watch this when you get home after the game. You suck and you're a dirty player. You know it. You love it. And you're a duster. So, see this? That's Paul Maitland's project. There's a 30% chance it happens tomorrow. There's a 70% chance it happens on Wednesday. Place your bet accordingly. I promised to share with all of you the Kate Crawford that Mrs. the Breaker and I purchased. And I brought it with me. But there's only 15 people watching, so I'm going to wait a little bit so that I don't have to keep whipping it out on camera. Mrs. the Breaker convinced me to do a thing today. I did not want to do that thing at first, but then she was very persuasive that I needed to do that thing. And that thing is... It's awesome.
Oh, we're just done with phrasing, right? That's not a thing anymore?
Yeah, what up, Carlos? It's true. You remember when I told you... What's going on, Limit Zero? How you doing? Good to see you. Long time no see. So you remember how we said that we were going to be doing Fan Expo Anaheim and that Mark Hamill was going to be there? And I was looking and I was like, let's see how bad it is. So to get a card signed or a basic item signed, actually, I'm just going to pull it up because my memory is that of a goldfish. There's multiple levels. For an 8x10 photo, an 8x10 is $400. That is the typical fee for Mark Hamill. If you want a premium, defined as a photo that is 11x14 up to 22x30, a Funko, a metal plaque, toy under 12 inches, magazine, LP, VHS, Blu-ray, or trading card, it's $500. If you want a lightsaber, a full-size 24x36 poster, a helmet, a statue, a toy, or any other item larger than 12 inches, it is $700. Autographs are limited to 2 per person. That's it. You can only have 2. Any more than that, and they break whatever item you try to slip into the group. He'll sign 2, and then he smashes any other items that you have with you. It's not true, but that's how I envision it happening in my head. And as he is smashing the 3rd item, he is laughing like the Joker. Listen, this is my fantasy, not yours. So, how much to have him sign my adoption papers? I bet you would do that for free. We bought a signature. Holy buckets. Mrs. the Breaker said, you have to. So originally she was like, wow, that's expensive. And I was like, yeah, well, you know, it's Mark Hamill. His autographs are worth a fortune, and the man is of progressed age, so let him cash it out for the fam. I'm okay with that. The man is a legend. He deserves to make lots of money. So I was like, it's very expensive. I don't think like a card, like a trading card for $500 is a lot, because I was originally thinking trading card. But then I got to thinking, if something that is 20x30 is the same price as something that is 3x4, aka a trading card. Oi, oi, oi! What up, Paul? I just broke to the news to everybody. They have a 30% chance tomorrow, 70% chance for Wednesday. We're talking about Mark Hamill, and I'm going to go meet him. So if something that is 20x30 is the same price as a trading card, probably want to get something big signed, am I right? I mean, maximize your, usage. So Mrs. the Breaker was like, well, what would you even get signed? Like a comic book? And I was like, no, I have something else in mind. And when I pointed to the item, she goes, oh my God, you're buying it. You're getting it. You're going, yes. You and James are going to go get that signed. Absolutely get it. We will break it down in payments, because they have options when you buy it to break it down into monthly payments if you want. If you're pre-approved with whatever company that does the breakdown payments, the auto direct thing. And she goes, break it down. You have to get it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am getting an extremely rare lithograph signed. Only 500, I brought it with me, only 500 of these exist. Some of them were signed by the original illustrator, Al Williamson. Others were not. I have a non-Al Williamson signed version. So it will be a Mark, and I believe when it gets done, will be the only Mark Hamill signed one on the planet. I had to take it out of the frame so I could measure it. So forgive me if it looks raggedy. Trust me, it's mint. If you've been to my house, you may know what this is. It is number 343 out of 500. I'll read this to you. Oh, I must have hit my... There we go. You won't be able to see this. Star Wars Lucasfilm Limited through Xanart Entertainment. This is 1996 these came out. This limited edition solid-state lithograph of Luke Skywalker was adapted from the pages of the original Star Wars comic strip art of artist Al Williamson. Approached by George Lucas in the mid-70s to adapt a science fiction story for comics, Al Williamson had to turn down the offer because he was already working a daily and a Sunday comic strip. That story turned out to be Star Wars. Asked again after the release of the film to adapt Star Wars for the newspapers, Williamson was still under contract and had to once again turn down the offer. Fortunately, things have a way of working out, and Lucas and Williamson finally found themselves working together on a comic book adaptation of the second Star Wars film, The Empire Strikes Back. Following the completion of that book, Williamson was hired to do the Star Wars comic strip for over 3 years. Al Williamson was the artist responsible for this time-honored comic strip that has been the inspiration for this unique and collectible gallery print. This lithograph is published utilizing a painstaking continuous tone printing process that produces pure color without the familiar dot patterns found in other lithography. Each piece is part of a limited edition of 500, and this officially licensed lithograph is published and distributed by Xanart Entertainment Incorporated as authorized by Lucasfilm Ltd. Sends up 2-1. Dagnabbit. Dagnabbit, you pesky senators. So I have looked all over. One's signed by Al Williamson, sell for about $1,500 to $2,000. As you know, Al Williamson died in 2010, so he's not going to sign mine. There is, to my knowledge, about 30 or 40 signed by him out of the 500. The rest are not. I heavily researched this item. I could not find a single one signed by Mark Hamill. So I will ask him when I meet him, hey, I don't think you've ever signed one of these before. I found it and had to get you to do it. Do you recall ever signing one of these? And I'll let you know what the answer is in June. So that is going on the wall next to my Lee Cozy, signed by that one guy that did that thing, and it still needs to be signed by that other guy that wore the helmet and did that thing. So I was not expecting to actually
do a signing with him. But Mrs. the Breaker talked me into it. It's Mrs. the Breaker's fault. So it is $4.99 plus the Tizax. Plus we paid the extra $16 for the authentication sticker, which I am going to ask that they put the authentication sticker on this because I will be reframing that, obviously. And it's important that sticker goes on there. So I think after tax and the sticker and everything was done, it was like $640, I think. Something like that. I don't know. Something along those lines after all the numbers crunched. If I would have thought about it, I would have had my mom buy it in New York and not pay the taxes on it. But, you know, get excited. The signing is for Friday, so it'll be the very first day. So yeah, I'm going to bring Jimmy with me, and Jimmy is going to meet Luke Skywalker and the Joker and many other characters and Bert Kreischer's dad. So yeah, that was exciting. Now let me show you what I got from Kate. This is Mrs. the Breaker. Are you allowed to record it? Probably not. More than likely not. I'm going to probably bank on them saying no. I'm not somebody who likes to record things. I'm not somebody who likes to take a lot of pictures, as you can tell by my Instagram. I'm a live in the moment guy. I like to be able to look back and be, man, I lived through that, and that was awesome. I don't want to have to see it through a lens. So this is our first Kate Crawford. Now we got to frame it. All right. That is an original. That is not a print. Carlos is like, hey now. Hey now. Hey now. You just made my wife jealous because I was going to meet him or because I bought this one? Is this the one that she wanted to buy? Or because I'm going to go meet Mr. Hamill? I mean, there's many things to be jealous for in this moment. You have to tell me which one it is. Yeah, she wanted that. Well, she's the third person that wanted that. Between a rando, my wife and I, and her. Listen, art is one of a kind. If you snooze, you lose. So we bought it before the show started, so that it wasn't even a chance to be purchased for those who didn't already do it. Excuse me. All right. Oh. Now June can't come fast enough. Let me see. I can't open up my orders. I don't think I have any, but okay. All right, that's the show. I got nothing else for you. Have a good night. Oh, Deadpool. So if you go on the E of Bay, you will see that Those Deadpool signatures go for small fortunes. The Calverine, the Henry Cavill autographs are redemptions. Apparently he has not signed them yet. Or at least the dual signed ones are. I know the Ryan Reynolds Calverine one is dual signed. That is a redemption. The redemption is currently up on eBay. At least one of them are. So I don't know if Cavill's singular autos are redemption as well, but I do know his duals are. Ryan Reynolds are live. I've seen quite a few Ryan Reynolds autos. So I think this might be on Cavill to get his SIGs in. And overwhelmingly, people say the blasters are the way to go. The people who bought the hobby boxes, no offense to those who did, but basically got scammed because you can get 5 of the blasters for one hobby, and people that are opening, half a dozen of the blasters are getting as many numbered parallels as the hobby boxes are. The hobby boxes tend to have shorter parallels that go to a lower number. Although rumor has it the one of one, what's her name? The one that is the sister of Professor X. Whatever her name is, her one of one has been pulled already. The Best Bubs one of one auto. I believe that came out of a blaster. What up, Hellbolt? Hellbolt. The one-of-one Hellbolt is priceless. It's like the Mona Lisa. It's like the Venus de Milo. Can't put a price on Hellbolt. But you could probably rent him for the right price. I'm sure Hellbolt, if you're like, Hellbolt, we're going to Japan, all expenses paid for 3 weeks, he'd be like, yes, we are. Hey, listen, y'all can rent me for a week if you want. If you're going to be like, hey, we're going to Tahiti for a week, DC, all expenses paid, I'm like, honey, I'm going to Tahiti. DC, we're going to Ottawa for a hockey game. Oh, yeah, I'm in. All expenses paid. I'm in. Where are we going? Let's go. Neck brutal pain. It was bothering me all day. I cannot wait. Saturday, getting an alignment and an adjustment. Hopefully that takes the pinch out of the nerve. If that doesn't work, acupuncture. Listen, I believe in acupuncture. I've had acupuncture done twice, and I don't believe it's psychosomatic that it worked. Both times I felt legitimately great literally the next morning. So, if my adjustment does not work, acupuncture is next, and if that doesn't work, then drugs. But the best I can do is New York Jets swimming team in Congo. I'm probably not going to the Congo. I'm probably not going to Congo. I'd go to Africa. I mean, I've technically been to Africa. I've been to Egypt. Or more specifically, I passed through Egypt. Through the Suez. They gave us a little award, a little piece of paper that I long lost. That was like, congratulations, you passed through the Suez Canal while a member of the U.S. Navy. Yay! We also technically crossed the equator, but they did not do a shellback thing because we briefly skimmed the equator. I was a little upset about that. I was hoping for shellback. Where is it? this zoomed? There's also Blue Nose. If you pass the Arctic Circle, we were not close to that. I really don't have much of a show today, to be honest with you. Yesterday stole all the good things to talk about, so this is going to have to be a you-driven show. Just throwing it out there, crowd participation, make my life easy. Robots is still for sale. Robots, variants, and signed, sealed, delivered. None of those are close to halfway, so we need to work on those before we can do the giveaways. And then, of course, I have different types of cards, including the Tunes of Looney, as well as the Pool of Dead. Aside from that, oh, did I ever show you guys the Iron Giant giveaway we added to Robots? Robots now has like 5 giveaways. 3 giveaways. 3. I was late. I was playing video games. I'd probably go back in 45 minutes. Listen, man, if I had a choice of playing video games or working, I'd be playing video games. James has gotten me to play Vigor again because, you know, nothing says frustration like playing the game Vigor. Vigor is about collecting stuff and bringing them back to your encampment, and if you die, you lose everything. It is nerve-wracking. It can be pulse-pounding if you're really into it, and the music is, or the sound is turned up high enough. But it is frustrating. It's basically just running for your life at all times. The game's old enough, they're really extraction shooter, there you go. And the game is old enough that there are people that are really good at just killing people and not actually playing the actual game. Like, I would say easily 60% of my games, nobody actually extracts anything. They're just running around trying to murder other people and steal their gear. Every once in a while, I will ambush at an exit just to get my frustration out on people. I get so many Xbox messages. Oh, dude, that's dirty. Yeah, well, everyone does it to me, so I'm passing the buck today. And, well, my work is fun. I just hang out and earn as well. There's currently no giveaway running. Never heard of that one. I used to play a lot of Marauders. A little bit of Tarkov. I did not get into Tarkov. I know a lot of people that did. Speaking of, how's your video game coming? Vigor I begrudgingly tried because it was free, and I was like, oh, let me look at this. And then, like, the first couple of times, I was like, oh, it's great, look at these great guns. And then, like, after you get murdered and you lose all your good guns, you're like, oh, I have a wrist rocket and a spitball straw, and life sucks now. And then you quit, and then James played it, and I was like, oh, isn't that difficult? He's like, no, it's fun. And I was like, damn it, James, now I have to play it again. So I've been on a kick with that. I actually played Fortnite yesterday. They have finger guns in Fortnite where you literally go pew, 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 pew. And because I am... I'm Lando Calrissian. It released on Friday? Yay! Are you like you should be able to post links. Put a link to it if you can. Link it. Link it. Link your baby. Ah, that's why you're here. You're finally done. You have time to hang out again. See, you probably thought that I wouldn't remember that you were working on a game. Haha, I may forget a lot of things, but I didn't forget that. So I am Lando Calrissian. That is the skin that I use 99% of the time when I'm playing Fortnite. So to see a slightly you didn't expect me to remember you, let alone the game? Oh, my heart. Oh, I love all of you. You should know that. I love you all. So to see Lando with his cape running around going pew 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 is the greatest fun you could have in Fortnite. Now I don't know if that was just an April Fool's gun because I didn't play today, but I hope not. That is the most fun you can have. I think at all times you should be able to have a skin that is finger guns. Here it is, steam powered. Get it? Tears of the Maker. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Boop. There you go. All right, everybody can go ahead and download the demo. Give it a taste. A nice little $5.99 game. Looks like it is going to be a lot of fun. This is not my computer. If you hate it, don't leave a review. Okay. This is not my computer, so I cannot download it right now. This is my work computer, but when I get home, you may have a download on your hands. If you hate it, don't leave a review. Ow. Hey, you got 2 recommended reviews so far. Oh, 3, 4 recommended, 5 recommended, 6 recommended. Oh, look at you. You got 6 recommendations. You're 100% recommended right now. I like slow burns. That means it was rolled correctly. Oh, it hurts. Oh, oh, it hurts. So, behind me, I have had this here for 3 weeks. Nobody has mentioned it. It is the most polarizing thing I have ever had in the studio. Okay, I'll bite. What is it? I like that Carlos plays. I like Carlos plays the game. It's actually one worn by Hulk Hogan and torn off. It's an authentic Hulk Hogan torn off shirt. Doug found it in his collection. And he's like, oh, look. And I was like, man, childhood me would be like, oh, that's so great. Oh my God, Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan. And then adult me was like, oh, Hulk Hogan. Oh, Hulk Hogan. Why is it not in a shadow case? It's fine where it is. What's with the yellow glove on the table leg? Oh, you mean the Ron Lim signed gauntlet? Yeah, we just have, like, valuable stuff laying around because... Here's the thing. You kind of get desensitized to things. It's weird. Dude, this intern at my work has this awesome pic with Hulk Hogan because his mom recognized him at a restaurant. He didn't even know who he was. I'm so annoyed at that, right? So here's, okay, I am just a regular guy. I'm not a millionaire. I will never in my life be a millionaire. There's almost nothing that could possibly happen that'll ever make me a millionaire in my life. I am reserved to that, and that is fine. It is what it is. I'm a worker bee. That is my lot in life. The average person would see like 2, 3, or 4 of these treasures in their lives and be like, wow, I got to hang on to Hulk Hogan's worn ripped shirt. I got to meet Mark Hamill and have him sign something. I got to meet Ewan McGregor and get him to sign things. Like, oh my goodness, that's Ron Lim and Don Ho. Wow, that, like, they Infinity Gauntlet and Thanos, and geez, these guys are legends. Oh, Todd McFarlane. Wow, I got to see Todd McFarlane from across the room. Like, when all of that stuff happens, folks, like, this is real talk. I'm like, it's numbing. Like, in the beginning, it was like I would freak out, like, oh my God,
That belongs in a museum. So do you.
They do. These things do belong in museums, and most of these things were in a museum. But now I'm so used to handling, like, Houdini's handcuffs and keys. Packing up Doug's museum, and Don has seen the museum before it's packed up, and that was just a fraction of what the museum used to be. What you saw more or less was just Doug's collection. But like the things that, like, hey dude, clean out that case for me. Oh, you mean the one that's just filled with nothing but Houdini's personal keys and handcuffs? What up, Hex? He's like, yeah, just throw them in a bag. You just want me to just toss them in a bag so we can move them? Yeah, I do it. Okay. And then I was like, Doug, how many of these do you think were in his mouth? Because, hiding the keys so they could get out of the cuffs. By the way, Houdini did not, like, break out of his cuffs. He always had a key. That was his trick. The trick was him hiding the key. He would hide them in the fold of his underwear, or he would hide them in his mouth. Like, that. He didn't pick locks. He just always had a key. But it's still remarkable because the pageantry, that's what people are there for, the death-defying stunts. And then he got into, like, the David Blaine type stuff where it's how much can you put your body through while doing that. Like separate story, separate story. Spoiler alert, sir. Or casual Walt Disney autos, right? So like literally here I am like picking up handfuls of Houdini keys and tossing them in a bag so we can redisplay them out here when we set up the cabinet. Or like picking up a real Viking sword from 700 years ago. Or a real Viking warrior armband, a silver Viking warrior armband that would probably adorned the arms of a warrior and was given to him for his bravery. Literally real in my hand going, this is an armband. This is what they used to use to show rank. That is where the military got their ranking system from for the bands. And then like you're turning around and be like, hey, I need you to, give me another example. Yeah, help me fold my Mike Trout jerseys that are all game worn and signed. Here, there's an original Thanos by Ron Lim in this book. Hey, look, Walt Simonson drew me a Thor. Like, there's a level that even me, like the average guy, like none of this stuff is mine. Man-Child Protective Service. Hello, man-children. Are you talking to imaginary people on the internet about funny books? MPS can. That's funny. This is funny. This is actually. I like that. Thank you for not swearing. That's funny. We are all a little bit of a man. We are all man children to a degree. I agree. But no, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. You're funny. I like you. By the way, I'm DC. This is DCD Collects, and we just talk about pop culture and original art and stories about the things that we see at the cons and the people we meet and the things that we collect. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. So like, but for me, again, an average guy, like I don't own most of this stuff. Doug owns most of this stuff, but I do have some pretty cool things at part of my collection. So I get desensitized to some of this stuff. It's like somebody who works, hey Jimmy, somebody who works in, let me think of a good example now that Jimmy's here. Somebody that works for an NFL team. Let's say mom does not know I'm on her phone. Okay, good. Let's say you are a Buffalo Sabres fan and you work for the Sabres. When you first start working, it's like, oh my God, I'm working for the Sabres. It would make you happy, right?
We happy? Vincent! We happy?
Yeah, we happy.
But after you are hanging out with the Sabres and the ownership and everything like that, it becomes, oh yeah, that's Rasmus. Oh, that's Uka. Oh yeah, like they just become your buddies. You get desensitized. And I have gotten that way with collectibles and art. And I don't mean that it's not a negative thing. It's actually, I like it because when I get wowed by something, I know it's good. If I look at something and go, oh man, that is great, I know that is a great piece. There are things that come through. It's like, oh yeah, this is this. Like, oh, Hulk Hogan shirt. Hey, here, look, I found Hulk Hogan shirt. It's like, oh, cool. Little kid me would be screaming, oh my God, right now. Adult me is like, oh my God. Yeah, like being on set. The first time you're on set, I had this experience too, Hellbolt. The first time you were on a real movie set or a television set, You're looking around at everything. You actually want to eat craft service. You are, whispering to people. You're looking around, seeing. You're watching the cameras. You're looking at the lighting. You're seeing what the gaffers are doing. And then, like, the second or third shoot, you're like, yeah, I'm here. Where's my coffee? I was never big enough to get my own coffee or to have coffee brought to me. I always got, had to get my own coffee, but you know what I mean. And it kind of helps in what I'm doing now, because now that I'm acquiring a lot of our stuff, I can be a little more discerning. Like, the average person will go to a table of a renowned artist and be like, oh my God, like, anything, like, you got $60 this, or you got, look at things that are $100 and below. I'm like, oh my God, these are so cool, let's buy them. And it's like, okay, I have so many things that are $100 or below. Show me for just $50 more, for $150 you're gonna do a custom. Oh, okay. Like, oh, look at this, this has 2 people on it, they want 100. Normally 2 characters are 150. Hey, this is a great deal. I like this. I will probably be a little starstruck with Mark Hamill. I was not with Val Kilmer. I was not with Ewan McGregor, even though both of them are fantastic actors, some of the best in their field. I feel like I would be confident enough to be like, hey, Mr. Hamill, I just want to say thank you for a lifetime of joy. I thought I was going to be that way with Cary Elwes, and I got dumbfoundedly starstruck in front of him. To this day, the only person I've ever been truly starstruck in front of. I think I can handle Mark Hamill because I feel like I've known Mark Hamill most of my life. And that's all I plan on doing is like, hey, have you ever signed one of these before? I tried to find something you've never signed before. Get that answer and be like, just want to say thank you for a lifetime of joy and entertainment. And that's it. That's all I'm going to say. I don't need to say anything else. It's very similar to what I said with Ewan, except for Mr. McGregor had questions for me. Oh, where did this come from? Who painted this? Blah, blah. I was like, oh, wow, I'm having a conversation with Mr. Ewan McGregor. And then he told me I had a great mustache, and my life was complete. It was at that moment I could have just laid down and been like, all right, I've completed my life. I'm done. But I get desensitized to it, and that's a good thing for you, because now, when I come back with treasures from cons, or I am shopping for all of you, I know 4-to-1 cents. Well, they just gave up after the second goal now, didn't they? I now can see past the frivolous things. I can see past the little gee-dunk items that people sell, and I can find the item that has meaning, the item that's like, oh, this is a good piece. Like, oh, we want this. It's a little bit more, but I understand that it's nicer. But no, generally, I am very desensitized. Loved you in Corvette Summer. Oh, didn't he get in his car accident in a Corvette that he got for doing the movie Corvette Summer? For some reason, that's my headcanon, is he got a Corvette for working on that movie, and he wrecked the vet, and that's how he cut up his face. Somebody Google that and see if I'm right, because if he asks me about that, I don't want to be wrong. Loved you in Corvette Summer. Loved you in the holiday event. Have you seen the movie Pigette? I've seen about 1 minute and 45 seconds of it, and that's because Hellbolt was in that time. Ooh, sliding everywhere. All right, let's get in here. Here we go. Oh, really don't need to have this microphone this close. I feel like... Oh, that's super quiet now. All right, am I loud enough, and has the clicking gone away? Testing, testing, 3, 2, 1. You're good, and I can't hear the clicking, but again, I have my audio set up in a very specific way. All right. Testes, testes, 1, 2, 1, 2. Sibilance, sibilance. Ah, Automod is working. Yeah. So April, we don't have any cons. May, we have 2 cons. June, we have a con. I am not going to San Diego this year. I don't care if you give me free tickets again. I'm not going. It's just not happening. Unless... The only way I would go to San Diego Comic-Con is if Hayden Christensen was there doing autographs. But he is not. The only West Coast show he is doing, he already did last month, and I missed it. So I have to wait until 2027 to see Mr. Christensen to get it signed. And then I'll have to try to figure out what my new quest will be, because that will solve a 3-year-long quest. I have a side quest with this Mark Hamill piece. Oh, yeah, it was so great last year. Jerks. I told the guy, the WonderCon person, I was like, you know, you do this so much nicer than your other show in San Diego. Got some sketch cards from Waltering. Very nice. We're going to do a project with him. We're just waiting. What we're waiting on, it is a very busy time for us right now. And people don't realize, yeah, there's a lot of days in the next 90. There's 90 of them, as a matter of fact, in the next 90 days. But the amount of those days that we will be traveling, either personal or publicly, as a company, are mind-boggling. Each of those cons, you have to take the days of the con and then add 2 days. I know, right? Shook. That's for you, Ms. Bunny. Hey, what can I say? I'm a man of talent. So take all the dates and add a day on each end. So if each of those cons are 3 days long, that's 9. Plus 6, so 15 of those 90 days will be actively conning. And then if you really take the truth of it, there's a day after that and another day before that where we're packing up and unpacking here. You can be like Hulk Hogan, work 430 days in a single year. It's true. Yeah. Yep. trying to think. So take that 15, let's add another 6. So 21 days are packing up, doing the con, and unpacking out of that 90. Then on top of that, I work 4 days a week doing this show. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I really actually do. Speaking of, everything went out in the mail, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. Tuesday, all of the mail got done, so nobody has anything here other than what you ordered yesterday. Except for Money Mitch's pins, which will go out with the next order next week. But yeah. And then Doug has kids graduating. Then he has a graduation trip gift for his son who's graduating, and looks like his son will be going. You know what? I don't want to spoil the surprise. But it looks like his son Daniel has chosen his undergrad school. And it is I will tell you this, it's going to be international. He's not going to go in the United States. So that is going to be taxing for Uncle Doug. Odd question. Will you ever do a show in Portland, Rose City Comic Con in September, or get me to Anaheim? There's also Emerald City Con. Oh, wait, no, that's Seattle. Never mind. Not Portland. You'd have to ask Doug. We're actually thinking about doing Phoenix. Yeah, Emerald City is actually where Hayden Christensen was with, and Lee Cozy was there, and I didn't know Hayden was going to be there, or else Mr. Cozy would have had his art back and would have been signed by Hayden Christensen, and this all would be over. But I digress. Then comes the expensive part, framing. Because both of these pieces, this one here, the Mark Hamill, is going to be 22 and a half by 22 and a half. So that'll probably go in a 29 or 30 inch frame, square frame. And then I have the Cozy piece, which is big. It's probably going to be like $600 to frame both of those. So basically the cost of getting something else, another project signed or acquired, is just going to go into the framing. But once it's archival framed, it'll never be framed or unframed again. Once those two things are framed, then we have to work on, I have so much stuff that needs to get framed. I have a Daniel Gonzalez that needs to get framed. This Kate Crawford has to get framed. I have the Something Pretty that actually I think it is framed. Something Pretty is framed. I have untold amounts of art in a portfolio book that should be framed, including an absolutely disgustingly awesome Sketch Ghoul Halo piece that is just dumb good. That's Jimmy's. I have a couple of Bings that he made for us as gifts that I need to frame. Yeah, they have a lot. We have some decent stuff, some exciting things. I love seeing people that come over to our apartment and just look at the stuff and go, was that real? I'll be like, oh yeah, we don't have very many prints. All of this is real. And they're just like, how did you get that? It's like, well, that's what I do for a living. What do you do for a living? That's hard to explain. What do you do for a living? How much time do you have? I can't tell you, but I can show you. Get out your phone. www.dcdcollects.com. That's what I do. Listen, I might do a thing. I have to ask my wife because I'm not autonomous. Oh, Hellbolt, you're more than that. You're an inspiration. go. That is for Paul Maitland's project, The Great British Break Off. This is a hit. This is a hit. This is a hit. This is a giveaway. %30 chance it launches tomorrow, 70% chance. I see he painted the Spinal Tap henge to scale. 30% chance tomorrow, 70% chance on Wednesday. I actually think I'm going to design the label for this one. I was originally going to have Kate do it. And then I said, you know what, I can do this. I have an idea. What up, Chef? BT Dub. Oh, thanks, man. Good. Excellent. They shouldn't have a problem with that. If you sent the link to of the video from YouTube on there, I mean, it happens all the time. They're used to it. Topps is pretty good about it. By the way, folks, Topps got NFL back, as you know. Topps Chrome 2025 NFL goes on pre-sale tomorrow. We no longer have Montgomery Club because Montgomery Club doesn't exist. So we are going to be just like each and every one of you, having to go and try to get to the pre-orders. I think they're just standard pre-orders. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't think it's a Dutch. So chances are we are going to try to grab them tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow. Because of that, pricing could be, I don't know. But whatever we pay, it's going to be a little bit higher than that. So if you are hankering for football, we are going to make our best effort to get them before they sell out. This is a very big set, folks. If you collect football cards, this set, this 2025 Topps Chrome is going to be massive. That has some of the nastiest patch cards in it. It's going to have the gold NFL Honors shields in it, allegedly, or from what I've heard. This is going to be a pretty big one. I think it's going to be pretty heavily produced, too. I think there's going to be a lot of boxes made. I don't think it's going to be like Series 1 level of boxes made, but I think they're going to make a hefty number of these because they got it back. I am excited for Topps to have the product back. Really, truly, I will take a Topps Chrome over a Panini Prism 99 times out of 100. That's my personal opinion. So expect these to sell pretty dang fast. Yeah, I imagine Topps is known for really pushing the envelope on production, but we'll see. I'm excited for it. I will try to convince Mrs. The Breaker that us buying a box would really make me happy. Oh, I know. It'll be everything is false scarcity now, Sapporo's. But I'm excited for it. I'm ready for it. As a matter of fact, I should probably look to see if there is a release time. It's releasing on the 15th. Pre-orders for the set will be April 3rd via Topps official website at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. There it is. Do we have a price yet? Does not say how much it'll be. Will CGC be at Fan Expo? No, they won't. I asked them. They're not going to be there. Wow. So Topps is partnering with EQL to do the release. So what you're going to do is you are going to fill out your shipping information. You are going to fill out your payment information. You're going to be entered in the EQL lottery for these boxes. The reason they do that is to try to beat the bots. Now, the EQL does not accept tax-exempt status for companies currently, which means these big companies, like one I used to work for, are going to be forced, if they don't get a direct shipment, are going to be forced to actually pay taxes on them, which means it is going to be astronomically higher than what the base price is going to be. From what I've heard, bots are already beating the EQL thing. Probably, but here's the kicker. It's not immediate. This is going to be you enter into EQL on the 3rd, and then they verify the individual drawing for the release on the 15th. So it's not an instant purchase. You are purchasing a lottery ticket, and allegedly, according to what I'm reading right here, they are verifying each entry before they are putting it in. Only one entry per person, per email, per account. So it'll be interesting. We'll try. We'll do what we can. It'd be nice to have. It's a beautiful set. I've already seen the NFL logo, Josh Allen 101. It's the one they're advertising as the "What Are You Chasing?" Because of course you're chasing that one. By the way, congratulations to Josh Allen. And I guess I should congratulate his wife too. She helped welcoming a baby girl. And I am actually very excited that he is having a baby girl, because Josh Allen is helping to usher in the first female NFL starting quarterback in history. So we can expect that somewhere around 2049, that she will be the starting quarterback of the Buffalo Bills or another team that gets the first overall pick in the 2049 draft. So I am excited for him. I am excited for his wife. I am excited that they are ushering the first female professional football quarterback in the NFL. Cheers to the Allens. I don't know. I think this is the point where I just call last call and call it a day. Oh, look, an order. Chef, I got bad news, Chef. That's sold out. I don't know why that was still on the site. I have to cancel that order. Ruh-roh. Let me take a look at our store products. Find out why that was there. How did you do it? There's one of those. There's three of those. There's two of those. There's two of those. There's one of those. There's nine of those. There's two of those. There's six of those. Yeah, sorry, Chef. Sorry. I refunded it and sent it back. Well, that works. Yeah, I don't know why. Oh, I actually, no, it's my fault. When I bought mine, I never took it out of the system. I just subtracted it from my paycheck. So, yeah, my bad. That's on me. I'll own that mistake. Wah, wah. Oh. Oh, God. At this point, I just want them to, just pull my head completely off my neck. I mean, that'll probably make me feel better. Probably make me feel nothing at all. That reminds me, now that the con is over, I do need to do inventory. Because I do inventory. Apparently I don't do inventory well. So there's that. Oh my, we have a lot of people to choose from when it is time. We have Pinion, we have Be It Easel, we have Carlos. I mean, I think Be It Easel's going to win that one. Let's see what I really, really want. But yeah, I do. I do. I want to know. The cord. The cord of Dis. for me. It will not load. I can tell by the link what it is. It just won't load for me. I will look at it at my home computer. It's just not loading here for some reason. Oh, unbelievable amount of pain. All right, let's get out of here so I can go, so I can cry, not on camera. Folks! Folks! Listen. Tomorrow I am going to do everything in my power to have it ready. Worst case scenario. It'll be on Wednesday. So, fingers crossed I can get the label done. Listen, I love each and every one of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other because we can do this again tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to have Maitland. I'll know more by the stream. All right, let's see what Bea Diesel's doing because she's wonderful. Good night, everyone.